So on my last video, I said this.
Got a long video and I need to work on that.
And originally, for some reason, that project was originally going to be me watching all the Human Centipede movies. I thought it would be good shock value. People would be like, I want to see what her reaction to this might be. I mean, that's insane. Why would you watch those? Then I watched 3 minutes of the first movie, and I'm like, I can't show that. Wait, if I can't show that, then I definitely can't show the rest of the movie. So I scrapped it. So sorry that I was hyping up another big video. It's not like that last video did too well. So to that 27 of you, I'm sorry for disappointing you, if you even did watch all the way to the end. I know 4 minutes is a lot for you guys since YouTube Shorts released. Let's get into the actual video, Nintendo Switch 2. Now, when I say my predictions, it's not really my predictions for what it might be like having it in your hands, you know? How it'll feel. Like, it's gonna be another Switch, okay? We already got a look at it.
Look at that.
You know, we got a trailer and everything. It's gonna be like this thing, except instead of sliding, it's supposed to just snap. That's not very groundbreaking, but it looks kind of nice. You know, it just depends. Is the snap going to be smooth? Is it going to be too loose? Is it going to be too firm? Is there going to be a button on the back that you have to hold to allow it to snap off? Like how, you know, that could go very well or very bad. This is more so my prediction on how it will do, and some of the launch titles as well. So it's estimated to come out in like 3 months. What are my predictions? Let's lay it all out. I mean, I have an idea. Will I enjoy the console? Most definitely. But do I think it will be hailed by critics? Let's get into that. So there have been a couple times in Nintendo's history where they've made sequel consoles, usually for handhelds, where they get a big upgrade in hardware. We've had the Game Boy get the Game Boy Color, which got the Game Boy Advance. And all of these sold very well. The Game Boy Advance, a threequel console, a third console in that series of consoles, sold, at the time of the Game Boy Advance releasing, sold quicker than any other console in history. And then we have the same with the DS. So with all of Nintendo's handhelds, we've had sequels, but these are handhelds, right? Let's not talk about handhelds. Let's talk about home consoles, which I guess handhelds, it is also a handheld. I mostly use mine as a home console, but it is also a handheld, so I guess we can take those into account. We have done handheld sequels before, and they've been successful. We also had the 3DS. We've also had 2 home console sequels. First one, Super Nintendo. That's one most people forget. Most people are going to the Wii and the Wii U, and I'm sure that's what's on your mind, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But Nintendo and Super Nintendo, right? These are big consoles. They were both amazing, including the sequel console, Super Nintendo. That was a great console. However, just like with the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, yada, 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 you can't compare these. These are too old. The leaps in hardware they were able to make at the time were insane. And sure, you could argue, I mean, have you seen the upgrade from Wii U to Nintendo Switch? They're not as groundbreaking. They're not. Back then, you saw the Super Nintendo, you're like, oh my god, that looks so good, I have to have that. When you saw the Switch, did you really go, oh my god, those graphics look amazing? Or did you go, wow, I can take it with me wherever I go and use it at home? That's cool. That's why I'm gonna get it. That's why you got it. You didn't get it for the graphics. That's why people got the Super Nintendo. Not just the graphics, but it was able to handle more in general. You didn't get the Switch because it could handle more than the Wii U. You probably got the Switch because you didn't even buy the Wii U. Speaking of, let's move to Wii and Wii U. The Wii was a very successful console, and the Wii U was not a successful console. That was the sequel release. First sequel release they made that failed. Why? Now we can make the argument that back then they had better upgrades in hardware. However, no. That's not why the Wii U failed. The Wii U failed because it was for nobody. The Wii was great because it was for everybody. It wasn't perfect for everybody. Everybody had their issues with it. Let's be real, the Wii is a fun console. Is it an amazing, awesome, great console? But is it fun? Is it something everybody can get enjoyment out of? Yes, it's just not perfect. And why did it sell so well? Well, everybody could get behind it. If you were a casual gamer, remember casual gamers back in the day couldn't just play Candy Crush on your phone. If you wanted to play a game like Candy Crush, or maybe some farming simulator on your phone, or Clash of Clans. You would have to have a console back then. You didn't have a phone. If you wanted that even for 2 minutes per month of entertainment, you know, that maybe I'll play a game right now and then not pick it up in 2 months. If you wanted that, you needed a console, and a lot of casual gamers did buy consoles if they had some money to throw at it. That's where the Wii came in. The Wii launched with Wii Sports, that is something that casual gamers saw, and they're like, that's the console I need. I don't want any of that Xbox 360, PS3 kind of stuff where they're gonna be throwing a bunch of cool graphics at me, trying to make me use these complicated controllers with 2 joysticks. I'm good. I'm gonna take a step back and hop on that Wii looking thing. And for more experienced gamers, sure, it was probably good to also have a console that isn't the Wii. If you're a hardcore gamer around this time, you wanted a PS3 or an Xbox 360 and a Wii. I mean, think about it. This is what the Xbox 360 looked like. This is what the Wii looked like. Who the fuck called that? That's right. That's right, bitch. Someone probably paid off the referee. Oh, I thought that was a let. Oh. There's another one. Obviously. Obviously. You'd need a newer console if you're a bigger gamer, but it still had those releases you needed. It had Nintendo releases. It had exclusives by Nintendo that you needed to have. Not to mention, it still ran new gen releases, it just didn't look very good. What the fuck is this?
At this point, this video is just an excuse to play Wii games.
How did people like this? I haven't even gotten to the fun part yet. God, I don't want to type out my name on this fucking thing. Or put me in a database. Do we need 6 difficulties? That feels a little excessive. Insane. Greenhorn. Don't judge me. Look at this fucking controller. We're doing Greenhorn. Okay, we're doing the easiest one. Oh my god. What in the fuck? Why do people defend this shit? Oh my god. Shake nunchuck is attached to the... You shake the gun to... This would be fine if you didn't have to, like, move around while doing it, you know? Like, imagine having, like, run around. Oh, shit. Oh, my god. I wonder why this sold so much worse on the Wii. This is way better than Xbox 360. This is a different game. And if you're a casual gamer, it's kind of annoying to have to pull out a game console. Basically, the Wii didn't satisfy anybody, but everybody could get behind it for one reason or another. By the time the Wii U released, nobody could get behind this damn thing. The Wii U wasn't for anybody. If you're a casual gamer, we're in 2012, baby. You pull out your phone, go to the App Store, and download Candy Crush. Or Angry Birds, or what was out in 2012? Whatever phone games you could find, basically. We're in 2012 now.
Joke's on you, I play mobile games on my console.
And if you're an experienced gamer, why the hell are you getting the Wii U? Have you seen that E3? They had nothing. Their most interesting game was New Super Mario Bros. U, and that looked just like the last one. So really, there was no benefit of getting the Wii U. Not to mention it was so much more expensive because of this. So basically, it had nothing to do with the Wii U console itself, besides the controller. It had nothing to do with the Wii U console itself. It was just that the Wii's time has passed. It was no longer profitable to make a console like this. It had nothing to do with graphical improvement. Because, I mean, yes, while graphical improvements back in the day were far superior, I mean, hey, look at this NES, bro. All it can run is a ball. While we move on to the SNES, and oh my god, I can play chess. It was cool. So yes, while the graphical improvements were better, it doesn't matter that much now. It doesn't, I'm sorry. You can make a good sequel console without a massive graphical difference. Otherwise, the PS5 would have sold like shit. Now, the PS5 is known for their sequel. It's PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, while Nintendo's known for their new gimmicks, so I get you can make an argument there. The Nintendo Switch 2 has promise. All they have to do, when they do this Nintendo Direct or whatever the hell, sell it well. We're supposed to get a Mario Kart 9. That's a great starting point. That's what's convincing me to get one on release. If they sell a Mario Kart 9 Deluxe edition of the Switch where the game comes packed in, that's mine. Unless they do some digital shit where it's downloaded onto the console and not as a cartridge. Then I'm gonna be actually angry at them. They just need to have good releases, good launch releases. That's all. Give us good launch releases. That's what the Wii U, one of the many, okay, the Wii U it had many other issues, but it's one of the many things the Wii U was missing. The Nintendo Switch's gimmick is not lost like the Wii. The Wii still sucks. The Wii itself stopped being a necessity in like 2010. By 2010, the Wii had fallen off. As the Switch fell off, dog, it came out in 2017. There has been more time between the Nintendo Wii in 2010 than there has been with this thing's release and right now. And this is still relevant. People still use these. So, you understand what I'm saying, right? I'm beating a dead horse here. I'm ranting, I know. And I'm probably gonna make another update after the Nintendo Direct because that will change everything, which is on April 2nd, I think. So, see y'all in half a month. Wait, I forgot my game predictions. So, I predicted in the script I wrote down, I predict Mario Kart 9. I wrote this a while ago. And hey, there's rumors of that being it. Apparently in the Switch 2 trailer, there is Mario Kart 9 gameplay. I called that shit. My other prediction, and this one is not nearly as likely as Mario Kart 9. Mario Kart 9 makes a ton of sense because we haven't had a Mario Kart game since the Wii U. Unless you count Deluxe, which like it's the same one that was on the Wii U, so we can't really count Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But you know, this one is a lot less likely. I could see Mario Maker 3. We had it on the Wii U and we had it on the Switch. It seems like they don't have an issue putting these things kind of close together, so why wouldn't we get one on the Switch too? Animal Crossing? Probably not. I doubt we're gonna get an Animal Crossing. Maybe till later in the Switch 2's lifespan. Mario Maker 3, I definitely think we will at the very least get at the end of the Switch 2's lifespan. I'm predicting it'll be launch, not like, yeah, I know it's a long shot. I'm just saying I feel like it could be, but at the very least, we're going to get a Mario Maker 3 in the Switch 2's lifespan. I am confident in that at least. But I'm also open to being wrong. Anyway, yeah, I got a lot of videos to make, so, see you tomorrow probably. Bye.